Ubud, nestled in the heart of Bali, Indonesia, is a destination that calls to many. It's an oasis of spirituality, nature and culture. But today's question, is Ubud a good choice for your next getaway? Let's start with one of the most popular sites around Ubud, the Tegallalang rice terraces. This amazing spot is about 30 minutes north of the centre and is a must if you're visiting Ubud. For thousands of years, Bali has used a complex water irrigation system tied to the belief in balancing humans, spirituality and nature. This has made rice farming a community effort across the island. There are many terraces to see in Bali, but Tegallalang has particular beauty. Set in a valley of fields, you can peer right across. Along with taking in its natural beauty and cultural importance, there are plenty of opportunities for the modern tourist to make a day of it. The site has been added to with a restaurant, bar and even an infinity pool cafe. But many people come here for the iconic Instagram shots. Here you can hire a long flowing dress and have a magnificent photo taken swinging out over the terraces. We didn't give that part a go, but it looks like fun, and there are other swings too for couples and families. If you're on the more adventurous side, you could try the zip line that flies over the terraces. For us, we enjoyed a wander around, a bite to eat at the restaurant, and made our way onto our next stop, the Tirta Empul Sacred Water Temple, which we'll tell you about later. First though, if you're enjoying our stuff, please take a second to like the video and subscribe for future content. It helps us keep things moving along for more in 2025. Before we go to Tirta Empul, I'm hungry, so let's talk about food. Now, obviously Bali is known for delicious food, and that's no different in Ubud. The whole area is dotted with small restaurants, like this one we ate at called Balinese Home Cooking. It was a pretty spot within the walls of a family compound where we ate a delicious lunch, enjoyed the sounds of nature, and talked to a bapak, or uncle, who showed us the beautiful handmade art he has for offer. Going into the centre itself, you'll find many restaurants. It can be hard to choose, but doing some simple Google research, you'll find that there are some that really stand out. One of the most iconic places is This Is Bali. This is the place that the trendy crowd like to come to, as it's very modern and breaks the traditional mould, but the food is amazing and well worth a visit. The concept is cool too. You fill a card with the stamps representing your chosen traditional Balinese options. Then the waitstaff collect it and you're all set. Then there's the chill, clear cafe. We love this place. Firstly, I'm a massive fan of koi carp and could sit and watch the ponds in the cafe for hours. The food is vegan and vegetarian, which is not normally my first pick, but it was very tasty. Plus the place has its own spa, where we had probably our favourite massage of the trip. But hands down the best food of the entire trip was at Lynked, a high-end restaurant. We kind of stumbled on this place walking through the centre one night, and we're so glad we did. Now this place is not a typical affordable eat in Bali. It's not cheap, but the food is absolutely outstanding, maybe some of the best food I've ever eaten. While we're in the centre, let's look at the markets. In and around Ubud, there are many markets for you to browse and enjoy. They're typical of markets in the region, with clothes, souvenirs, some fake goods, and locally handmade wood carvings. There's a village nearby called Mas Village, which is known for being the best source in Bali for authentic wood carving. Straight across from the market is the Ubud Palace. To access the site, pay a very small 20,000 rupiah entrance fee and wear the sarong that's provided. The site was completed in 1952 and features statues, carvings and lily ponds. As you walk around, you'll see the tales from Hindu mythology being told all around you. Just next door, you'll find Ubud Palace. This was the official residence of the royal family of Ubud. The original buildings date back to 1640, with further construction in the 1800s. It was then rebuilt in 1928 after a collapse during an earthquake 10 years prior. There is so much to do in Ubud, and we're just touching on the tip of the iceberg. Did we miss something unmissable? Please share in the comments below. Okay, let's journey back north a little and visit the renowned Tirta Empul water temple. We hired a local driver for the day. Most Grab drivers offer this service and will negotiate a price, or you can find a trusted provider on Google. Tirta Empul was built over 1,000 years ago as a Hindu water temple. The site is made up of different gardens and structures where famous ritual water purification takes place in the holy spring water. Again, a breathtaking site with ancient carvings, structures, gardens and ponds. While we were there, we witnessed the massive undertaking of cleaning out the koi ponds. Tirta Empul is a top tourist spot for many to come and take part in the various Balinese rituals. Again, we just wandered around and took in the site. We had considered participating in the rituals before we arrived, but it was just too busy when we visited. Something to really consider is the time of year you visit. We went in August, which is not ideal. Ubud in July and August is packed full of tourists and becomes very busy. During peak traffic, a short 10-minute ride can easily turn into 40 minutes. So choose your travel dates wisely. Off-peak might give you better prices on accommodation and will make visiting the cultural sites that much more enjoyable. That said, we still had a great time in August. For accommodation, we stayed at a stunning family-owned villa set back from the hustle and bustle called the Allure Ubud Villas. Check out that video to see how it was. There are heaps of accommodation options around Ubud, from upmarket 5-star resorts to budget-friendly rooms for rent. In terms of having everything you need if you find yourself short, Ubud of course has that too. There are Circle K stores, which are kind of like 7-Elevens in Thailand, dotted around all over the place, plus other supermarkets too. One piece of advice, like in all places when using your card, be careful that the ATMs and the point of sale card machines don't have skimmers attached. Unfortunately, we did experience some issues of fraudulent purchases and had to block one of our cards. A top tip: take additional debit or credit cards with you that enable you to easily transfer or access cash in case you have to block a card like we did. As I said earlier, there is so much to do in the Ubud area, we couldn't do it all. Let us know what we missed in the comments. For your reference, we put the place names shown in today's video in the description below. As always, thanks for watching. Please do us a favour and like and subscribe and comment, it really helps. Until next time, safe travels.